Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Formula Costco. It is the penultimate race of season number 5. We are here at my personal favorite track, Brazil, for race 11 of 12. One more race after this to decide who wins the championship. And we come into this race with DeMeo having a 9-point lead over Slurp after winning in Las Vegas last week and Slurp finishing third. And that sets the stage for here in Brazil and then next week at Abu Dhabi to decide it. I am Normie. I am once again joined by BB and Potato in the booth. What's up, Potato?
Yeah, what's up, man? It's gonna be interesting here. It's penultimate race. This is a very exciting track. First time even watching a league at Brazil, so it's gonna be interesting.
Well, I think you're in for a treat because we've had 4 races here for the 4 seasons, and every single one has been an absolute thriller. So, especially with a tight championship battle, it's going to be a really, really fun one, I imagine.
Got our first lap here. I think gonna put Aaron Templin.
There goes Aaron to the top, and NASCAR fan immediately jumps him.
Like third on his out lap in the championship battle with DeMeo as Logan puts
Yep.
up the fastest lap.
Logan to the top as Slurp is out. As we already see
Easy,
Cole
I think
retiring.
He might retire. He stopped. I don't know what.
Cheesy sitting in the middle of the track. We're talking about it a second ago. Cole retired.
Oh, no, he'll retire.
Immediately.
Yeah.
He has a qualifying ban from last week's incident in Las Vegas near the end of the race, where he and Slurp made contact, which resulted in Slurp going into the wall while they were battling for a second on the last lap, and which resulted in Slurp being put down to 5th, but he was able to gain 2 spots back on the straightaway to save very crucial points.
And
That
even
leads
with
us here. Go ahead.
even with the frustration, he had after the race, it's very important he got those 2 positions because that could be that very might well be the championship come the end of the season.
That would be, if he finished 5th, that would be, what is the gap? Quick math. It would be 14 points as opposed to 9. So, huge implications there at the end of that one. And we'll watch Slurp now as he navigates through the end of his lap here. As he flies to the line. It's going to be a 108.6. A nice lap from Slurp puts him well on the provisional pole.
And Cheesy will now retire it.
And there goes Cheesy.
He tried a couple of times. I think he going off a corner full speed. I think he couldn't get the tire to fall off. And there it goes.
Finally succeeded.
Both the Alpines yet to come out yet.
As I don't believe we have anybody on a flyer right now. Yeah, Jake and Vector are both on in-laps. Vector 5th, 110.1. NASCAR Fan 109.9. Chan 109.7. Logan 109.6. And then you have Slurp up there at a 108.6. I saw someone going out on track. That was Banjo. He's on intermediates, though. So while we have kind of a... Oh, I was just going to say a dull period, but here comes DeMeo. We usually don't see Slurp and DeMeo go out this early, but I guess with these stakes, you need all the laps you can get. And Joey quickly follows his teammate onto an outlap as well.
Well, yeah, I think Slurp may be learning a lesson from qualifying at Vegas, having that issue with I believe it was Josh Brown who was on the track there
Yeah, right,
trying
with
to
the
complete his
traffic.
final lap and got into him. Didn't probably wouldn't have ended up affecting his time and position, but still, just don't want to have that kind of mistake and have it actually affect his qualifying position. Not really even his mistake, somebody else's mistake. Just make sure you can't have some outside factor to stop him from getting a good lap out there. And put a pretty good one up.
And we'll go on board here with DeMeo for his qualifying lap. As he hits the brakes hard into turn number 1. (17.5) Sector 1 for DeMeo. Joey, his teammate behind him, is on a flying lap as well. Joey, last week's pole winner. If he wins the pole tonight, it would be pole number 7 of the season. By far a series high. As this lap for DeMeo looking pretty tidy so far.
Joey expressed some annoyance at these kinds of starts where he starts really good and loses spots. He also put some of it on Slurp last race, saying he got forced off in a corner. But, a lot of it, he just, he has to be more aggressive, I think. Be more into it in the start of the race. I think we see it with Cole a lot. You have to be aggressive at the starts. You can't just qualify
Here
good.
comes DeMeo. He takes pole by 4/10 over Slurp.
4/10, yeah. Really good lap.
Let's see what Joey can do. Joey flying to the line, and he will just miss pole. It's an Alpine 1-2. They're separated by just 7/100ths of a second. Now we'll push Slurp to 3rd.
Banjo wanted not to put up a lap, but he did go out there earlier. I believe.
He did. Have to mention also, Joey is the defending Brazil winner. So perhaps we'll see an Alpine on the top step tonight. And you have to think if DeMeo wins this race, it would take a miracle in Abu Dhabi for Slurp to win the championship.
Yeah.
Eight minutes to go. And Vectored is on track. Actually about to finish his lap here. And he will improve to 4th.
He still got 4th. He could have done a lot better. He was at 30% battery at the end there.
Still a pretty good lap.
I think that's a sign we're going to see a lot of big time improvement on these guys' second laps then.
I would have to agree. Aaron and Jake both out now. Jake coming to the line to start a lap. Banjo's also out once again as Aaron starts his second flying lap. 7 minutes to go in the second to last qualifying session of the season. Aaron does not improve on his Sector 1 time. Oh, Jake goes for a half spin after clipping the grass in Sector 2. Able to keep it going, but that's going to probably kill any chance he has of getting a fast lap. Still faster than his first time, but not by much.
He'll just bring it down.
Yep, Jake does not finish the lap. Here comes Aaron into Sector 3. 3/10 up on his time. Aaron with a very impressive 6th place finish last week, looking to build on that here today. As he activates DRS and flies down the front straightaway and improves to 7th by 7/10 of a second. Puts him just ahead of a NASCAR fan as Banjo jumps to 4th. Nice lap from the Williams. Banjo finished 2nd here last season.
His first lap he put out there. Took a wait, didn't put it out a lap the first time, and it paid off there, but I think he's going to get overtaken a couple of times before he gets another one in. Because with the, I think we're going to see a lot of improvement. Because, I mean, if Jake wasn't that much worse and he was having all those mistakes as well as, I just think, guys like Logan and Aaron going for second lap and improving, I think we'll get a lot of improvement. Kind of the dead period, though, between the two runs.
And I have to mention while we're looking at Banjo here, Williams has had great success here at Brazil in this league. They've won 2 of the first 4 races we've had and got a 1-2 last season as Aaron retires, with Joey winning and Banjo finishing 2nd. Last season here in Brazil, this was Joey's first career win. Could he get that ever elusive win here tonight, in which would be his 3rd career win? We have not seen anyone win a race outside of Cole, DeMeo, and Slurp. And Honey Badger and Rowdy, actually. There's 5 different ones. That was a stat I was trying to make up, but it's not really that impressive. Anyway.
Well, 3 full-time drivers, really, you can say that.
Yeah, that's true. Rowdy and Honey Badger both not here tonight. And with 4 minutes to go, we're starting to see people come out for their last runs. Vectored and Chan are out. They're the first ones, as here comes Slurp.
Flyer here for Vector.
Not a great Sector 1 for the McLaren.
Yeah, I don't know if... I'm not even sure Aaron called it on purpose. I switched over and his tire, I think, clipped the wall. I think it was the pit wall, even. He might have done it on purpose. I don't know. I couldn't tell. But either way,
yellows.
Probably being 10th, I would guess.
That's Banjo going slow in Sector 1, and just like that, basically the entire grid is out on track besides DeMeo and NASCAR Fan. I imagine we'll see them both here before it is over, as here comes Slurp to the line. This will be his last flying lap. He needs 4/10 to knock DeMeo off of pole. DeMeo has had the edge over Slurp in qualifying here as of late. Let's see if that can change here. And Slurp 2/10 of improvement through Sector 1. That's the start he needed right there. As I do not believe that Vector improved on his lap. Actually did by about a 10th or so. As now everyone starts to take the green. Chan takes 5th from Vector after improving by half a second. Still looking at Slurp here to see his improvement through Sector 2. It's 4/10. It's going to be close between him and DeMeo. On board with Ferrari as he flies to the line. Activating all the ERS he has left. He has plenty of it to spare. And will he be able to get it? He will not! He just misses it. By about 6/100ths of a second. And that will be his last run. And DeMeo also has a chance to improve as he's out on track right now. Joey, his teammate, is in Sector 2. Trying to see who else is on flying laps. Logan is on a flyer. Jake's in the grass. Josh is in the race. And Joey backed out of his lap. Let's see, Banjo is on a flyer in Sector 1. 50 seconds to go. DeMeo has improved on his time through the first sector. Logan is not going to finish his lap. NASCAR fan is in Sector 1. And Slurp going slowly. His session is done, which means DeMeo will start ahead of him. And Joey's actually redoing his lap. He backed out of the first one, but as I'm going to have some traffic, Banjo right ahead of him. Actually, that's NASCAR fan right ahead of him. Jumping back to DeMeo, who is barely faster, no, barely slower through Sector 2. Let's see if he can improve down the front stretch to solidify this pole position. Flying to the line, and he improves by about a tenth, which will make it a 108.1. Now, can Banjo or Joey do anything about it? Joey with the pole machine, can he take it from his teammate? And he is going to go all the way across the pit line, and he misses it by 4/100ths. And with Banjo in the wall, it'll be up to Logan to see what he can do here.
Oh!
And Logan hits the wall hard, which I believe will do it. Vector's still on a flyer, actually.
I mean, I don't.
Slurp
Did Vector go
was
back
Slurp able to go
road?
again? Slurp might be on. I think Slurp's on another lap here.
Vector
Trying
just
to
was out there
see.
for like.
Nope,
few
Slurp's
laps.
half a second slower though. It just comes down to Slurp to finish it. He's gonna need a crazy gain, but it's not gonna happen as he's not using any battery, and he will hit the wall. And that will do it. It'll be an Alpine 1-2 in Brazil as DeMeo, I think, takes his first pole of the season in the most crucial time.
Well, he was expressing concern about this race, wasn't he? About
He was.
he just doesn't feel, you know, feel like he's cursed or he has bad luck, but luck's not a factor in that one. A pole position.
And Slurp, his championship rival, will start in third. One more look at your lineup here. DeMeo wins pole, and it's a very close margin at the top. Joey, 37 1,000ths back. Slurp a little over a tenth, and Banjo half a second in fourth. Chan fifth, a second back. NASCAR fan 1.2 back in sixth. Vector about 1.3 back in seventh. Logan a second and a half. Jake same thing for ninth. Aaron 10th, and then Cheesy Man, Cole, and Josh will round out your grid. Have to keep an eye out for Cole coming from the back of the field here after the qualifying ban.
Yeah, he's basically secured third in points at this point.
Sunny conditions in Brazil, which is probably to the delight of many of the drivers. Would be pretty crazy if we had a rain race, the penultimate race of the season, but that will not be a factor here today. Getting ready to go for race 11 of 12. And Brazil has never disappointed in the past. And here we go. It'll be Alpine locking up the front row with DeMeo and Joey. Slurp starting third. DeMeo and Slurp, the championship rivalry rolls on to race 11 of 12. Lights out and away we go. It's Alpine versus Alpine. Going into turn one, Joey has the inside, but DeMeo holds the outside, gets the run. They're still going to be side by side. Joey goes on the curb to try to stay side by side with his teammate. They're still side by side down the straightaway. What can Slurp do from third? They're still going to be side by side. Will Joey be able to take the lead? He has the inside. There's contact between the Williams and the McLaren there in 6th or 7th as Joey clears DeMeo for the lead. Slurp still rides third. Banjo is up to 4th. Chan rides 5th, and there's Jake very wide there at the back. Cole is already up 2 positions in the first sector. Aaron with a fantastic start, up 3 spots. Joey was just able to take the lead away from DeMeo off the start as DeMeo slides off that corner. Now been a good start for the McLaren of Vector. He has fallen 4 spots to 11th. Here we go to complete lap number 1. Joey will lead it from 2nd place starting spot. As Logan is into the pits early, probably some damage on the RB.
Yeah, got damage off of the first corner, I think. Maybe the second corner. I saw, and yeah, it was right here. He fell off, and off turn 2, a piece of that wing came off. Pretty sure there's only one side, but he'll put it.
Yep, Logan gets a new front wing and is back out on track. As the Alpine teammates go, we got it hard for the lead here. DeMeo had a look around the outside there for a second. Checking in on Cole, he is up 5 spots here on the... Oh, there's a car wide out of
Cheesy.
the corner. It's Cheesy Man. And now he and Vector are side by side, a little bit of contact. Cheesy Man started 11th, has gone nowhere, and oh, they're 3 wide! Josh with a big move, and Vector's in the grass! He rejoins in 12th. That was a very aggressive move by the Sauber, and he's missing some front wing as well. The 2 Alpines have pulled away from Slurp a little bit. He is 8/10ths back, but we'll have the DRS here, as DeMeo will take fastest lap away.
Cole up to 6th.
Battling for NASCAR fan for that spot is the Mercedes. He will take it away. Cole is flying through the field here early in this race. Now sets his sight on
DeMeo.
Chan, his teammate, as our first lead change of the night. There goes DeMeo past his teammate with the DRS. Top 4 pulled away from Chan in 5th. Potato, walk us through the tires and what compound everyone chose here.
So, looks like another gonna be mediums to hard strategy, except for NASCAR fan and Aaron. They're gonna go with the softs, and then Cheesy probably gonna do the reverse, either mediums or softs to end it off the hards. Me personally, I like the strategy. Most people went for the mediums to hards. I think that's gonna be the strategy to win here.
Could all be unraveled by late safety cars we've seen multiple times this season as Joey retakes the lead from DeMeo. And Cole passes Chan for 5th.
Cole is flying right now.
Is indeed. Started 11th, is 5th on lap number 4. Very impressive run here from Cole. We know he's very, very quick around Brazil. This is where he clinched his title a couple of seasons ago.
I don't know. I think there was position changing back. I think Gaming Jake lost some spots. He was doing really good as he forces Josh Brown off wide. He was up to 9th, I think. Lost a spot there to Cheesy, who had gone off earlier.
And Jake and Josh are going to battle it out for the last points paying position. Jake and... Oh, there's contact getting to turn number 1. Josh probably didn't appreciate getting forced off too much. He gives it back. And he now goes wide. They'll be side by side once more. Jake and Josh, when they both show up, they always seem to find each other and have the most insane battles you could think of. Looks like that trend is not changing tonight. And they're still going at it. Josh goes off way off track and gets to the inside. Jake holds him off for the time being. We'll check back in at the front. Top four still gone, but Cole trying to break into the DRS of Banjo. Needs about 0.4 of a second to do that.
A lot of laps
Leading
in this
lap
race.
5. Yep, 36 of them. 5 laps are complete, and Alpine has led every single one. And I believe Josh had a problem, or maybe he and Jake came together again, because Vector has now passed him for 11th and is gaining on Jake for 10th. Thought about a look to the inside into turn 1. Gonna try the switch back into the DRS zone. Jake blocking all lanes that he can, as Vector will still get to the inside. Side by side through the left-hander, and Vector will take the position away and put himself back up into the points. Two drivers on soft tires are battling it out. Aaron and NASCAR fan for 7th place here.
Slurp has just been hounding DeMeo here.
On board with Slurp now is DeMeo squirrely there out of that corner. Potentially opens up the opportunity for Slurp to have a run at him here. DeMeo blocks low. Does Slurp go to the outside here? Yes, he does. First battle between the championship rivals we've seen today, and Slurp will take it second, but here comes DeMeo with a big dive down the inside. Just not able to get there. And now Slurp with a little bit of an issue. Now DeMeo is the one hounding him. They both gain on Joey with the DRS. Say that again, I'm sorry.
Sorry, Cheesy, I had to rush that in. Cheesy got up into 8th past Aaron. I believe on the DRS and on the front straightaway.
Cheesy man holding strong on those hard tires compared to the guys on softs around him.
It's kind of an interest spot in the field. 7th, 8th, and 9th, the alternative strategy.
DeMeo gave Slurp a little bump there through that right-hander. So if the race finished like this, then Slurp would be 6 points behind going into Abu Dhabi next week. Still a long, long way to go, but putting that points position in perspective. And Cheesy picks up another spot, going to 7th, passing NASCAR fan. Those soft tires probably starting to wear off for those guys, NASCAR fan and Aaron. But NASCAR fan is going to put pressure back on Cheesy Man, going to fly her on the outside. And having to lift as he goes off track, and that'll give Cheesy Man the spot back. Cole still trying to get into the DRS of the front 4. He is just outside of it, now breaks within 1 second. Battle for 10th as Vector and Jake are going at it again. Very close quarters racing. And Vector holds him off. Down the front stretch come the leaders. No moves made in the top 3. Cole is now well within the DRS of the front 4, so make it a front 5. Chan way back, 4 seconds behind his teammate now. And here comes Slurp with a big run to the inside. And will he take the lead? Yes, he will. Slurp up into the lead for the first time. And it's the first time that a non-Alpine has led so far. If Slurp wins and DeMeo finishes third, we'd be tied going into Abu Dhabi. That is if DeMeo would get fastest lap.
I have a feeling if somebody like Cole can get up into he is at this point. Yeah, he's in this fight now. He's in fifth at the tail end of this fight.
Oh, he almost spun it there as soon as you started talking about him.
I think that he's a favorite to get fastest lap at this point, once we come nearer to the end. And to win the race, even.
Would have to agree. Here comes Joey with the run, and does not make the move into turn number 1 on Slurp. And Slurp will lead lap 9. 27 to go here in Brazil. When do you think we'll see these guys in for pit stops?
Well, usually in most races with this lap amount, I would say right about now, but this is a 36 lap race, so I mean, maybe wait about once we near lap 20, we might see the guys that are.
Oh, two Alpines going at it. DeMeo making the unorthodox move in sector 2, and he makes it work. Now DeMeo up into second, but now 9/10 back of Slurp. Needs to be careful to not lose the DRS off the leader.
That really checked up second to fifth.
Oh, and Joey's in the grass as well.
Oh, Slurp got loose.
Slurp did get loose. DeMeo is all over him now, and we'll see the two title rivals go at it for the lead. Slurp blocks, but DeMeo gets to his outside with the DRS. He will be there. Down the front straightaway, it's going to be a photo finish at the line. Who led that lap? I could not tell you, but DeMeo will lead into turn number 1. DeMeo takes the lead away. Now it'll be Slurp's turn with DRS to see if he wants to answer that move. He has the run. DeMeo blocks low. Slurp will go high and take the lead back. No fight from DeMeo on the inside.
Big lockup back there, booth by Cole. I mean, it's so easy to get impatient when you're in fifth behind this kind of line. Checks up whenever somebody makes a move, but it's just you can't be too impatient. Being in this train is a good position just to get away from the rest of the field.
Have to think Cole's happy either way, though, with being with the front pack after starting in the back. Now down the front straightaway, DeMeo has the DRS, and he will look to the inside into turn 1. And he will take the lead away to Slurp, try the switch back. He has the DRS. DeMeo blocked low last time. He does not have to block it all this time because Slurp's not going to make the move. We've really only seen the top 3 switching positions. Banjo's just been hanging out, and Cole has been since he got there as well.
Well, I don't think Banjo's really been letting Cole get any type of room. Just holding his line, not holding him up, obviously, because they're still both in this battle, but not opening the door.
Banjo been so close to wins at Brazil a couple of times. Could this be his night to get his second career win?
Checking in on
coming to the line.
Easy.
Go ahead.
He's right behind Chan, and he's on hard tires to Chan's mediums.
And there goes Cole past Banjo, and there goes Slurp to the lead. Just as and Joey! Oh, that was Joey hit DeMeo very, very hard there into turn number 1. Contact between teammates cost DeMeo second place and gives it to Cole. Oh my goodness!
And that just changed every position just through that first corner in the top 5.
As soon as we talked about people not making moves in the front 5, it just flipped upside down.
And make that 6, because Cheesy is up into 6th. Way behind the rest of the field, but still.
I don't know what happened for Joey to miss his breaking point that badly. And I would be really shocked if how does he not have damage from that? He hit DeMeo so hard.
He might have gotten lucky. He did it just square enough to where it didn't clip one side of the wing.
Oh my goodness. And just like that, Cole, after starting 12th, is up to 2nd and could go for the lead here down the front straightaway. But even more importantly, they have broken the DRS from the from the rest of the field, as DeMeo is over a second back. He did not have DRS on the front straightaway. He is inside it now. Have to say, that was a heck of a job from DeMeo, from how hard he got hit to keep that thing on track and in 3rd place.
Yeah, I mean, ever the opportunist, Cole is up into 2nd. I mean, that is incredible. He started, what, 11th? And he's
12th.
pounding the leader for the lead after
on lap
that?
14.
He hasn't even pit his first pit stop yet. That's incredible.
Heck of a drive from Cole. And it's Cole versus Slurp once more for the battle for the lead. But Slurp has to be happy with the position he's in, because he would be the championship leader if things finished like they are right now. Not sure who has fastest lap, but now we start to ask the question of who's going to pit when, as we're approaching halfway.
The NASCAR fan and Aaron pit first, I would think. They're on softs. They're going to probably go to the hards. And those aren't going to have as good of life on them. Oh, just to say that, NASCAR fan, first one down.
Yep, speak of the devil. Oh, and he speeds. 10-second penalty for NASCAR fan. And that is not what you want to see. I was going to post the question, do you think there's any chance these guys on mediums can stretch and go to softs to the end?
I don't know. I mean, obviously Cheesy is the best bet there because he's on hards. Mediums to softs would be a big stretch.
Because NASCAR fan took the mediums 14 laps. Aaron is still out there on soft tires he started the race on. Not to say they're not terribly worn, but have to think it's at least possible. And yeah, do we see any of the front runners come in this lap? We do not. Everyone continues on.
I don't doubt somebody outside of the top 5 does it. I think that's very possible, whether it's Chan, Vector, Jake, or somebody. But for the leaders, you know, I think the status quo is still a hard tire, and you don't want to go against that when you're in this tight pack. So, we'll see.
NASCAR fan did go to mediums, taking out the soft tires there. And I have to mention, before we get to pit stops, the difficulties we've seen getting onto the Brazil pit road here in the past. If you remember back, Season 4, when Brazil was the championship race, or the final race, I should say. This isn't NASCAR.
Thank God.
Right? Slurp and Cole were battling it out for the lead. They both decided to pit at the same time, and there was an aggressive move made to get onto pit road by Slurp, and it ended up DNFing him and giving Cole the championship. So we have definitely seen our share of crazy moments with the Brazil pit entry in the past, as Slurp with a big slide off of turn 2. That perhaps opens up the door for Cole to take the lead if he wants it. He has the DRS and is activating ERS. And to the inside he will go. And clearing the Ferrari is the Mercedes. And just like that, on lap 17, Cole from 12th to 1st. Quali ban doesn't matter. Cole leads in Brazil.
And if NASCAR fan didn't get that penalty, he'd be in a good spot. He got DRS a couple of laps from Josh Brown and Jake on different strategies. But it's not going to end up mattering with that 10-second penalty.
Aaron's still going on 16-lap-old soft tires. by the way.
Yeah, I think they could go to soft to mediums. The more that Aaron is running here, he's not running incredible laps, but, and he went off
We'll
earlier in the
click
race, went
through
off
to
into the grass.
see. Does anyone come in of the top 5? No. On to lap 18 we go. No moves made for the lead.
17-lap-old tires for Aaron. He's still going.
That is
I mean,
impressive.
this doesn't even. I mean, at this point, it'd make more sense to go to mediums because, I mean, they're not going to be more durable than a medium. Obviously, they're soft, so I think that
Yeah.
might be the strategy to go mediums to softs. The more I'm looking at that,
And that's why I think you're seeing all these front runners go as long as they can. Because you want to make sure those softs are fresh enough at the end to still have some grip. But you don't want to put on the hards because then you'll be slower than everyone else who is on softs and just not be able to make up that time. Coming to halfway this lap, do we see anybody come in? And nope, but we're going to see Slurp go for the lead and take it away. Halfway in the penultimate race of the season, Slurp is your leader. He just takes it from Cole. DeMeo rides third, Banjo fourth, Joey fifth. Cheesy Man 10 seconds back on the front 5 and 6th. He and Chan are battling for 7th, and another 10 seconds back to Vectored. 8 seconds back is Aaron, and NASCAR fan holds the last points bank position, but has that 10-second penalty to contend with. Then you have Jake in 11th, Josh 12th, who is in the grass in Sector 3. I believe he's able to keep going, and Logan, who made that lap 1 pit stop, is in 13th.
I still think NASCAR fan is in what will be 10th place because if he's past those guys that haven't pit yet, so because Josh Brown effectively hasn't pit yet because he pit in the first lap, he'll pit now.
Well, Logan was the one who pitted on the first lap. Josh did not.
Oh, my bad. Sorry. And the tire amount.
But Josh is getting. Oh, it's raining! It's raining! It's raining! It's raining! It's raining! Oh my goodness!
Oh my goodness!
Rain is falling. I thought it wasn't going to be a factor, but it ends up. It looks like it's going to be. So that's probably why these guys are running long because we might go to wet conditions. Oh my goodness!
And Josh Brown might have got the timing.
And Josh is on inters.
Yeah.
Holy cow! The clouds came out of nowhere, and Josh is going to rejoin right ahead of the leaders. He does ghost as, oh, Cole hit the back of Slurp there. I don't believe he wanted to make the move, and it's going to be really, really slippery. Vector's into the pits. These guys are on 19-lap-old medium tires in the wet conditions now.
You do not want wing damage in the rain.
And Aaron speeds in the pit
lane.
lane.
Oh, just as I say that, DeMeo got wing damage.
Oh, man. DeMeo got wing damage? I missed it. Oh, my gosh. What happened?
I think he hit the back end of... Oh, I believe it was an Alpine. It would have had to been him.
Huge development in the championship as DeMeo gets wing damage after hitting Cole. Yeah, his left end plate's gone for sure.
Wow. The announcer jinxed there.
And DeMeo's really struggling. He got really sideways off that corner. He is dropping over a second back from the leaders. As speaking of the leaders, Cole is going for the lead. DeMeo stays out. I thought he would have pitted there. But Cole takes the lead. DRS is still activated. Got to remember, once we get to wet conditions, there will be no DRS. And the rain is starting to pick up a little bit, but I don't think it's heavy enough to warrant a stop quite yet. But it will be soon as drivers are struggling because Slurp just took the lead and then went wide off the corner. Now they're going to be side by side into Sector 2. This is going to be sketchy. Oh, there's contact! Oh. Slurp and Cole both half spin it. And there goes Josh ghosting through both of them. And here comes DeMeo with the move to the inside of Cole. There's contact between them again as DeMeo gets stuck on the curb. And somehow keeps it going the right direction. This is crazy racing. Everyone is struggling and holding on for dear life right now. And there's another speeding penalty. Logan speeds. We talked about how difficult it was to get onto pit road in the dry conditions. Now how difficult it's going to be on wet conditions on dry tires. Everyone is
Now,
struggling out of every corner. I think you have to come in now.
the dread, though. If any of these 5 guys get a penalty, the race is over.
Slurp stays out,
Unless
Cole
there's a
stays
safety
out,
car.
DeMeo stays out. No one comes in. Joey's in. Joey, the first one of the leaders to pit. And I
like that,
imagine
but
he will go to inters.
he's going to have the DRS that lap. Jane coming in.
Chan is in as well. Everyone's starting to go to inters. I'm surprised that these guys aren't pitting yet with how much they're struggling.
Yeah, Cheeky
And
is on
Cole
hard. So.
thinking about a move. Yeah, Cheesy is on hards, but they're still really, really old. Oh, Slurp sideways. Man. Everyone is holding on for dear life right now.
I think Joey had the lap perfect. It's just the...
I think so, too.
The DRS, the
DRS
slipstream
is
issue.
still enabled, yeah, as you're saying. DeMeo not able to pose a threat. He is over a second back going into the Sector 3. And, oh, Slurp with a big block there on Cole. As they go down the straightaway to the DRS zone. Either of them come in, they don't. DeMeo stays out again, and here comes Cole for the lead. Banjo is into the pits, and Cole takes the lead away. So Banjo now in. We'll have to see where he comes out in relation to Joey, because Joey was the first of the front runners to come in. There you see Joey on the front stretch. Banjo's just out of his pit stall.
131.
Look at this.
5. With barely any
Banjo
battery
on the exit, and Joey's going to be well ahead. I think Joey's going to get the jump on everybody here.
And he didn't use much battery at all. He's just now using it.
And Cole is pulling away. He's already a second ahead of Slurp. This could be huge. Jake, NASCAR fan, DeMeo, Slurp, Cole, all still on dry tires. Everyone else on intermediates. As Cheesy Man came in that lap as well. DRS is disabled. And that probably means we'll see the front 3 in this time. Everyone is sliding off every corner. And now the top 3 have been separated because Cole has more pace. And here comes Cole in. Does he get to pit road safely? Slurp's in as well. DeMeo in. And Slurp speeds! Slurp speeds on pit road! Oh my goodness! We talked about the difficulties and how it would be getting on pit road in these conditions, and Slurp pays the ultimate price. But DeMeo has the wing change to contend with, so it kind of evens out, actually.
Banjo
as
pitted just
here we go, Cole and Slurp are rejoining, and Joey is well ahead. 4 seconds ahead is Joey.
You know the reason why? A 131.5 Banjo a lap after him put up a 133. 2 seconds off pace on the outlap.
Wow, and Banjo jumps all these guys for second, but they're right with him as here comes Cole trying to make them move immediately. There's contact. Oh, there's wing damage for Cole after contact with Banjo. Oh my goodness, what is going on? It is crazy. NASCAR fan did speed again, by the way. And Slurp now trying to get around Banjo, trying to stick with Cole, who has a long way to go to run down Joey. Slurp, but the big dive to the inside takes third away. DeMeo is 6 seconds back.
Cole and Slurp put up in this outlap. It was a 131.5 for Joey, 133 for Banjo.
And Cole looks like it's going to be the 134 range, 134.2.
Yeah,
Cole did close a lot on Joey that lap.
And like it's such a better. That's 3 seconds difference on the outlap for Joey. On his outlap on intermediate versus theirs.
Yeah, that's the reason he has a 3.6 second lead. The entire grid now on inters. And from all the races I've seen in this league that have been on wet conditions, I have to say that Cole has been consistently the best. And you're
He has
seeing
damage
that
now,
right
though.
now. He has damage, but he's still running down Joey at a pretty
Yeah.
quick pace. Slurp third, DeMayo fifth at the moment. But Slurp would drop to fifth with that 10-second penalty he got for speeding.
Yeah, and would have to gain 3 seconds on him without DRS. Sorry, forgot. It's in the right. No DRS. He would have to gain 3 seconds
Yep,
on
no
him to be
DRS.
within the 10-second range within him. So, probably going to be in what would be fifth right now.
But Slurp has caught back up to Cole here. And activating battery is going to go for second, it looks like. Cole blocks high, Slurp goes low. And they're going to be side by side into turn one, Slurp versus Cole. And it's sideways as they're side by side. And Slurp takes it away. I think he heard you. Slurp getting a move on. And he would be in a fantastic position right now if not for that penalty. He's still going to be in a pretty good position as they are running down Joey very, very fast.
Well, I wouldn't put out of the question. There's a 6-second gap between, even more than that, between him and DeMayo. There's a lot to gain, but it's not out of the question to get ahead of him with the 10 seconds.
It is about 7 seconds. Oh, Slurp sideways. He is pushing for all he's got right now. No saving tires at this point. And DeMayo really does not have the pace that he would want here in the wet. He is running down Banjo, which would be some crucial points for him in this championship. It would be 2 extra ones that he would gain if he were to catch the Williams for 4th place.
So I'm not familiar as much with the rain tires in this game. Can you go 17 laps, for example, with Josh Brown on inters?
Yeah, I don't think it'll be a problem unless we get to dry conditions again, which I don't think is going to happen, as the rain is still coming down, and Joey is struggling. Slurp and Cole have both caught him now. And Slurp going to the inside. Joey sideways. Oh, there's contact! And Slurp has to hit the brakes. And now here comes Cole for second. Very close quarters. And there's more contact between Cole and Slurp. Slurp trying to stick it around the outside. Cole has the inside line for this corner as well. And will Cole be able to take second? Yes, he will. So Slurp tried to make a move for the lead, but he and Joey got together, and that allowed Cole to take second place back away.
Really close through there. Slurp
Yeah,
backing it up to.
This is only hindering Slurp's ability to get 10 seconds ahead of DeMayo. That cost him a lot of time. DeMayo is only about 5.5 seconds back now, as Cole goes for the lead on Joey, and he takes it away. Cole, new leader with 9 laps to go. And Slurp going to look to do the same here with ERS around the outside of both of them. And Cole blocks high to try to keep Slurp behind him. And he does that successfully. Slurp up to second, though. And DeMayo has passed Banjo for 4th into turn number 1. Huge pass for DeMayo.
And didn't lose any time.
No, he didn't. Now trying to run down his teammate from 4.5 seconds back. And he is still only about 5 seconds behind Slurp.
Now with Chan falling off pace, it's a for sure 5th for Slurp at this point. I would, to the end, unless there's a safety car, he's sitting in 5th while looking at the leader.
Unless Banjo falls off.
Yeah, yes. He would have to go off to about probably 11 seconds by the end of this one from the leader.
DeMayo is gaining on his teammate.
And gaining on the leader too. I mean, he was at 5 seconds at the start of the lap passing Banjo. Now to 3 and sorry, that's interval. My bad. But 3.5.
Cole is pulling away. Eight laps to go in Brazil.
Still pouring down.
And I don't think there's any chance we get dry conditions again before this race is over. Slurp running down Cole as Cole had an issue there on the exit of that corner. As DeMeo continues to run down Joey, he is 3 seconds back now. Again, this position for Slurp really doesn't matter all that much because of the speeding penalty he has.
Yeah, he really needs something to happen here, whether DeMeo making a mistake or something, to have a good feel in any way comfortable going into the final race, and he's going to be in a really rough spot.
Yeah, speaking of that, DeMeo is actually, I believe, faster than Slurp right now. As he continues to gain on Joey. The rain is absolutely coming down. I don't think we're going to see anybody pit for full wets here, but it is like calming down. And Slurp, I'm seeing a theme here. He is much stronger than Cole through the beginning of Sector 2. As he just gained a couple of tenths as Cole slides it into that right-hander.
Who are they catching up to here? Is it Jake?
That is Jake.
And then Josh Brown ahead of him. It was on 10 lap old intermediates, by the way. As well as Vector. He went off.
Aaron in the last points paying position right now. NASCAR fan runs
They
ninth.
nearly just
Vector
wrecked
eighth.
in front of the leaders right there.
Oh. Yep, Jake and Josh are going at it for 12th as Josh is into the pits again.
Could be interesting. I think this one you just go wets, right?
Yeah, why wouldn't he? I mean, he's down a lap. It doesn't really matter all that much for Josh. Cole still leads as we take 6 laps to go. Joey is about to be under pressure from DeMeo for third. And the gap between Slurp and DeMeo is still about 4.5 seconds, which is not near enough for Slurp to be ahead of him at the end of this race.
So it would, excluding, not counting, factoring in the fastest lap point, it would be 14 behind for Slurp.
And
Oh,
Joey
the other
goes
way.
off track, giving DeMeo third place. Not surprised that Joey didn't make that too difficult on his teammate. DeMeo is now up to third place. And
Actually,
barring a
it'd be
mistake,
second,
will
right?
finish second. Yes.
So it would be more
It's
than
going to
that.
be
It
close
would
between Slurp and
17.
Banjo for fourth. Slurp still trying to hang on to Cole. Coming to 5 laps to go, but the real battle for the win is gonna be between DeMeo and Cole. DeMeo about 5 and some change seconds behind him. I have to think if Slurp does end up getting to Cole, then them battling is only going to help DeMeo.
Yeah, but I mean,
So I'm not sure what his mindset is about that, but
although, look at this, though. Banjo is 10 seconds behind
he is.
Slurp. So that would be fourth for Slurp. Right? Or wait.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
DeMeo
fourth.
finishing second, and Slurp
Yes,
fourth
and then third,
would
fourth.
make the championship gap. It would make it 15 points going into Abu Dhabi.
Well,
But
Banjo
we'll
does
see
have
where
the
they
fastest lap,
officially
though.
finish.
So it would be,
Does he?
assuming that
It would be
stays,
16 points then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, no one's going to... Oh, Jake spins it. In Sector 2, he gets back going. DeMeo is not gaining on Slurp anymore.
Some Jake's gonna pit here for wets. We saw Josh Brown set a trend in pitting for intermediates. We'll see that happen could we see that happen for at least some guys going to wets? But there's only so
4
many
laps to
laps
go.
left.
Slurp has once again closed the gap up to the lead. As Logan has just passed Aaron for the final points-paying position. Logan had that lap 1 pit stop, has been my maple from the start, but still in the top 10.
Well, if Jake didn't spin it, he would have actually been in what would have been 10th, all right? Because both those guys have 10-second penalties in front of him, but he lost, and he's now outside of that
Yes.
threshold. Hey, Slurp's not going to give this one up. He got in the grass there a bit, I think. He's using all of the racetrack.
He's still trying.
And
I believe... let me actually look. Oh, no, they all have 10 seconds. Okay. Slurp is still putting pressure on Cole. Cole is very sideways. Here goes Slurp. Gonna look for the lead here on the outside.
Cole has to be
Big
smart.
issue for the
you
Mercedes.
don't have to battle this.
Yep, you have to be smart, yeah. But he clears him. And Slurp the leader with 3 laps to go. DeMeo 4.6 back of these guys.
It's going to be so painful if it stays like this and Slurp crosses the line first, but knows it's still going to lose him and put him back to 4th, it looks like. Oh, we almost
that
spun
was
it.
close. My goodness. Yeah, if Slurp didn't have that penalty, since DeMeo has fastest lap in his 3rd, if Slurp were to hold on and win this race, we would have a tied championship going into the final race. But he was just a little bit too fast going into pits.
And this kind of gap, so what it would be 16. I just don't even think that you can make that up in this league, you know. When you have a battle for 10th in this one, I know rain was the factor, obviously a lot of laps, but when the battle for 10th is a minute behind the leaders, unless if DeMeo just finishes the car, I think he's got a championship locked up next week.
2 laps to go. Slurp leads it at the line. Cole still half a second back. DeMeo not able to gain any ground, but also not losing anything. Still well within that 10 seconds he needs to be to Slurp to finish ahead of him. And Joey with a penalty. That could actually be huge.
That puts Slurp back. Wait.
That would make
puts him into 3rd.
That would be 4th.
Wait, because
man.
It's Cole and DeMeo don't have penalties. 8 seconds to Slurp, and he got a 3-second penalty. And
yeah, so we'll see how it cycles out, but Slurp could get 4th here.
I think Slurp is going to get a podium. I'm not going to call it too early, but I think the math works out there. And if it ended right now, he would be 3rd.
Yeah, which is huge.
We already saw Joey kind of hurt his teammate going into turn 1, bumping him. This might be another one that just unintentional.
Slurp leads by 9/10 and will take the white flag. 1 lap to go in Brazil.
I think what he has to do is stay 7 seconds ahead of Joey, and he would be in that spot. Because if it's a 3-second and a 10-second, he'll be at a 7-second disadvantage. I think he's going to be in 3rd.
Cole's still trying to get there, but it will not matter. The rain has lightened up, making it easier for these guys to get around. You see a pretty clear dry line has formed. As Cole closes to 6/10 to make it half a second. Two sectors to go in the penultimate race of season number 5. And Slurp Had a great corner there, pulled a long way away. And with just one corner to go, here comes Slurp off the final corner. He will be the first one to the line. But for Cole, it has not been the season he wanted points-wise, but he will lead the series and wins, and this will clinch it right here. Cole will win in Brazil, as Slurp actually got another penalty, I think, for not serving the penalty. There goes DeMayo up to second, and does Joey beat him for third? No, he does not. And Jake retires at the very end. So Slurp gets bumped down to third with the time penalty. Cole wins in Brazil. It'll be win number 4 this season for the Mercedes driver. And DeMayo finishes ahead of Slurp in second place. Slurp third, Joey fourth, Banjo comes home fifth, Chan sixth, Cheesy seventh. We'll see Vector come home in eighth. And we'll have to see the penalty situation here for 9th, 10th, and 11th.
Well, I was not aware of that. So if that's another 10-second added on, then definitely
I don't
not.
think it is, because Slurp still finished third.
Okay, so they did give him third. Okay. Oh, that's the
Yes.
officials. Yes, yes. Slurp does get a podium because and he still would have got it either way. It looks like 3 seconds for Joey, 12 seconds behind the field. Even if he doesn't get that, he would be just 3/10 off of that.
NASCAR fan comes home 9th. Waiting on Logan and Aaron here. Logan will come home 10th to take the last point. And Aaron will come home in 11th. So now we'll try to get the entire top 3 in for an interview here. We'll talk to the winner and then the 2 championship rivals. Cole gets driver of the day very deservedly. Back to the front and the win for Cole and the Mercedes, looking like Lewis Hamilton in 2021. There he goes to the top step. Win number 4. As we mentioned, Cole will clinch the series lead in wins this season. And we'll go look at the standings now. DeMayo with fastest lap gives him a 4-point advantage on Slurp in this race. And that will make the title lead 13 points going into the final race of the season.
So if DeMayo gets a podium next race, I believe that will be the championship.
Yes. All right, let's get DeMayo, Cole, and Slurp all in here. Try to talk to them. Cole in here first, as he was in the race. Cole, include your audio. Let me know when you are.
Included.
All right, so didn't cross the line first, Cole, but you got win number 4 of the season, and that will clinch you as the winningest driver of season 5. And how do you feel about that?
I feel
It's not
wonderful.
true.
You know, DeMayo has 3, but close enough. If he wins next week, he'll get there 4. But hey, man, good enough. I mean, I was the fastest in the world, but I had wing damage, so I wasn't the fastest. But I still won, so who cares?
And you've clinched third in the championship. Not enough to get up to Slurp and DeMayo, but the title fight was it kind of came to a head tonight. I would say a lot of crazy racing. Did you guys know the rain was coming before the race? Yes. Okay.
Yeah. I ran it 2. Everybody else ran it 3, and that was kind of the difference, really. Banjo gave me wing damage. Slurp sped. DeMayo had wing damage before the safety car, or not safety car, before the pits in the rain. So that's basically what did it.
So Cole, back to the front after the qualifying ban. Started at the back, won the race, got driver of the day. Take us through your mindset at the beginning of the race, knowing you just have to gain positions and trying to get up to the front.
Well, I was kind of just waiting to get, like, just doing it one by one. Yeah, once I got past, like, got like 5th or 6th, whatever, right in front of Chan, I knew I just had to get in the DRS of the top 5. Holy shit, just dropped my controller. top five before the rain came, and as long as I did that, I was gonna be fine. And I did that. So I wanted Shan and Cheesy to come with me, but it didn't work out that way. But hey, again, didn't it worked out anyway. So
All right, Potato, anything you want to ask Cole?
Um, no, just a good race and a really good drive from the back to the front there. And did it early.
yeah, thank you,
You could have
thank
won
you,
it in 20 laps.
thank you.
All right, Cole, thank you very much. Congratulations on your fourth win of the season. One more opportunity to get a win in Abu Dhabi next week. How are you feeling going into that one?
I'm just gonna try and end the season as well as possible. Do clinch the most wins next week, which would be 5 out of 12. Missing 3 races in the season does, it
Shut the fuck
helps.
up.
So yeah, if I win five
All
out of
right.
9 races, I think I'd be pretty happy.
All right, Cole. Thank you very much. Good luck next week. Congratulations again. We're going to move on to Slurp now.
Thank you.
Slurper, is your audio included?
Yes, Normie.
All right, so cross the line first, but that speeding penalty kind of did you in. Unfortunately, what happened there on the pit entry?
I don't know, Norman on Xbox. I swear I broke way earlier than my breaking point told me. I made sure of it and I sped by maybe 3 miles per hour.
Oh,
I thought Cole was just being a little bitch and going slow into the entry, but nah, apparently not. And it's just a really unfortunate time in my life in this championship to be getting these sorts of crucial errors and absolute blatant cheating from the stewards clearly
Yeah, okay.
thrown my way when they're clearly trying to make the underdog who's never won a champion DeMeo win because I have 2 championships. I don't know if you know that, but like, and it's gonna be a look.
uh, Slurp not holding anything back there.
I accidentally
Um,
muted myself.
Yep.
I dropped something on my remote. It's gonna be an uphill battle at Abu Dhabi. Uh, last time we went to Abu Dhabi, I won. I was in an Alpine. That was cool. That was hot.
Yeah, because you hated me, but it's fine.
Who the fuck asked you to talk, bro? I've been in these situations before last season. Final race. It was. I
You
won
were
the
ahead by
champ.
like
Yeah, I won the
45 points.
I won the championship.
There was zero
Uh,
pressure.
I need like 2,000 meteor strikes to hit the track next weekend. And actually next Tuesday. My apologies for the error. I don't know, man. Everything has just gone wrong this season. From Australia, easy win.
That's hilarious.
My teammate intentionally causes a safety car. Spain, easy win. Gaming Jake develops autism with 3 laps to go. I just,
well,
I wasn't done
um,
talking.
keep, keep going, keep going. I'm sorry.
Oh, he's done.
Are you done now?
I think he's done talking.
I just can't hold back these
I don't know
tears,
whether
man.
he's laughing or crying.
I just
I
can't
think it's
hold back.
both.
The emotions are just overwhelming me, and I, I know. Unfortunately, I have to look forward to another season of F124, and I don't know if I can do it, man. I, I don't know if I can do it. If I don't win the championship, I just can't do it. I just can't do it anymore, man. This season has brought me to my knees.
Look at what happens when you guys vote for F124.
Would you shut the fuck up? Holy shit. I just want to give a shout out to me for getting all my team's points, carrying Ferrari to the top last time. I want to shout out T-Wolf and I want to shout out DeMeo for being a good competitive rival. It was a great battle, man. Great battle. I didn't ask you to talk. And
Oh my god.
I want to give a shout out to BB and Potato. He has made he has made the commentary so much better these last few races.
All right, Slurp, you're done.
Yeah, sir. You do realize there's another race next week, right? You realize the season isn't over.
Yeah, no, this isn't
It's
the end of the season.
complimentary.
Okay, Slurp, I'm gonna ask you a question.
Oh,
You're
go
down
ahead.
13 points going into Abu Dhabi. What's your mindset going in, and do you
Pretty
see?
sure it's 14.
It's 13, by the way. You
It's
don't know
13,
how to
Cole.
do
Thank
math.
you.
You don't know how to
Did
read,
DeMeo
how to
not get
swim,
the
all that
fastest lap?
stuff.
He
It's
did.
still
Yeah,
13.
he was down
He
man.
9.
did.
I thought he had a
Yeah.
10-point lead.
So
Anyways,
whatever that ignorant slut just said, completely ignore it.
Oh my god.
My mindset going into Abu Dhabi is a winner's mindset. My goal is to be the fastest man out there. I'm gonna get pole next weekend. You aren't ready. You aren't ready for that. I'm gonna lead every lap. I'm gonna get DRS when no one's even in front of me. I will do whatever it takes, Normie. I will do whatever it takes to make the country of Italy make it make myself proud. I don't know who else. And yeah, I'm just looking for another great race, honestly. I'm just hoping it goes better than these last few races. I'm hoping DeMeo gets like fucking blasted by Joey or someone again.
That did happen today.
Yeah, it did. It did. Did you see it on stream? Did you catch
Yes,
it?
I saw it. Thank
Oh,
you.
good job,
Yes.
man. Shout out BB and Potato.
All right.
What are we talking about?
I don't know anymore. I feel like I'm in the final scene of a Netflix series.
I don't know if there's anything
Okay.
else to say except I'm gonna put my best effort into doing what I need to do to become Costco Racing Series Formula One Season 5 champion, baby.
Is
Okay.
this guy done?
Slurp, thank you
It's been like
very
7
much
minutes.
for
I
that.
shouted you out
for that
4
speech.
times. man.
Well, I mean,
don't
it's
know
only
what-
Yab up here, dude. I can't like.
All right. DeMeo, I don't know how you top that interview.
You don't.
But,
top it.
You don't.
Take us through your race tonight and how the wet conditions were for you.
Yeah, I mean, my race before it even started pretty good with taking
Holy
pole.
yep.
Single lap speed has been something I have definitely been lacking in, at least against Slurp this season. So to take my first pole this season in a point like this in this season felt good. Car overall felt pretty good. Um, the rain, I wasn't sure how heavy or how bad the rain was going to be, but it fell quick and the track very quickly became slippery. And I stupidly ran into the back of Cole, gave myself wing damage, which unfortunately took me out of contention for the win. But thanks to my competitor's unfortunate mistake on pit road, it allowed me to still pull some points on him, which is a huge relief because yeah, I don't really know. I wouldn't want to be in a do or die situation up against Slurp. I think he's straight up just better than me. I'm not gonna lie. So, but yeah, a 13-point lead going into the finale is definitely nice to have. I yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna go into next week and give it my all like I always do, and hopefully at the end of the race I can call myself an F1 champion.
Yep, so speaking of next week, a podium finish will clinch you the title. With that in mind, with your previous experience at Abu Dhabi, how do you feel as it goes for trying to get a podium tomorrow next week?
I feel confident. Considering we're in the desert, I don't expect rain, so that will be nice. Um, and I think I've had podium speed pretty much every race this season so far, so I'm confident. Abu Dhabi's been an okay track for me in the past. Arguably should have won in season one. And then season two, I think I was leading with like two to go until Slurp passed me. So hopefully that's not the case again. But like I said, I'm just gonna go into it with the same mindset I have every race this season and give it my everything.
All right. I am curious to know what your reaction was when you found out that Slurp sped on pit road.
It was it was
Keep bringing it up, man.
I guess relieving is the word to use for it. I don't know, because at that point I knew I could probably stay within 10 seconds of him. It definitely sucked to not be in contention for the win, but him speeding kind of saved my ass, to be completely honest. So, yeah. It seems like every front runner had some sort of issues tonight, so I'm just happy that I came out on the benefiting end of all of it.
All right, DeMeo, thank you. Potato, you got anything for anybody before we call it a night?
You
Yeah,
guys
I'd
enjoy
just
the
like to-
race?
It
Yeah,
was. It was a lot of fun.
it's like to
Yeah,
remind
enjoyed.
Slurp to.
We'll try to put a
To
show on for
pray
you next
to-
week.
It's like to remind Slurp to pray to the Dickinson household for his absolute incredible choke in the past couple laps there. It was going to be fourth for sure, and it would have been over if he got fourth, but we lost just enough time for Slurp to get third.
That
That
is
doesn't-
correct.
I don't feel anything.
All right, before Slurp commits
Maybe that'll
suicide,
help,
we're gonna
man.
call the stream here. Thank you guys for watching. Congratulations to Cole on his win and
Thank you,
DeMeo
Norman.
on his second place and 13-point lead as we head into the final race of the season. The finale for season 5 will be at Abu Dhabi next Tuesday. We will see you guys then.